It's time for another Transformers unboxing. Here in What's in the Box, today in the box we have Decepticon Slicer with his Exo-Suit. This is an interesting one in how they've branded this. Pretty much like the last one I got, the basically the Shattered Glass Ultra Magnus, which is Delta Magnus. This here is the Shattered Glass Wheeljack that can double as Slicer, who was a G1 Action Master. Basically just, it looked just like Wheeljack, just he was an Action Master, but different colors. So, that's what this guy is. He can be Decepticon Slicer or your Shattered Glass Wheeljack. And then, of course, he came with a larger vehicle, which would transform into an Exo-Suit for him. So this is Exo-Suit, who's just a repurposed... why does it escape my mind who he is repurposed as? Blackboro Ricci is the one I can remember him from. Anyway, so we're just going to say he's just recolored. It's one of the parts formers, the weaponizers. So, lovely black box, Shattered Glass Transformers, Wheeljack, Slicer, either or, artwork, product shots here on the back. The Exo-Suit is not going to completely cover him, legal here. And let's get to opening this up. I'm not going to review the oops I didn't want to go through right away. I'm not going to review the oh wow, I was not expecting that. Exo-Suit is entirely packaged as accessories. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not going to review the comic. So what we got here? We got some instructions. Oh, trying to hide on me. We don't need you. So these great neon-colored instructions for the Shattered Glass line. I don't think I really need that for either of these. The box is now empty. There is Slicer. Comes with the Decepticon logo, which is great. That's what he's going to be. He's going to be Slicer for me. I love throwing just oddball Transformers into my collection. Alright. So we got some clear plastic weapons here. These are actually new to me. I don't know who these belong to. So that's pretty cool. Can we see that there? You're casting clear plastic. But yeah, I don't think that's a Wheeljack weapon. And this one too is casting clear plastic. Interesting. Then of course, he's just all in pieces. All in pieces. Alright, I think that's it. I hope that's empty. I'm going to set it aside and look for it later on. So here's Wheeljack's weapon. Or Slicer's weapon. That's going to be his main weapon. I don't know if that goes on his shoulder or not for Slicer. Exo-Suit. What a great name. Well, here are his arms. Did I get two left arms? Try and put this guy together here. There we go. Ooh. is that so hard to do? This plastic feels funky, like almost cheaper. No, that's the right arm. Yep. That just goes in the back there. I say just, as if I'm not. As if I know how this guy's supposed to go. Alright, box art, help me out. Oh, I can remember now. His legs are one piece. And that plugs in there like so. And this piece here goes... I'm having trouble remembering where this goes. Oh, it goes right there in that hole. There we go. Alright, I do like that color. Alright, this here we can plug in somewhere else, anywhere. Make him asymmetric. There we go. I love how this guy's been a Decepticon in every coloration of him. But yeah, there is Exo-Suit. It's a neat recolor. The pink, the red, the black. It screams late 80s, early 90s G1. It's very fitting. There's a little different coloration here in the box art. This piece here is actually red. The gray makes his head pop a little bit. It is what it is. I'm not gonna complain too much. Okay, we'll set him aside. That is Exo-Suit. That's such a horrible name. Such a boring name. So let's take out Shattered Glass. Wheeljack, aka Slicer. He will be my Slicer. And by the way, please make sure you use exact nice safety and cut away from yourself when opening your figures. And while we're at reminders, I'd like to remind you to hit that like button so you don't miss out. Yeah, so you help me out. And while you're at it, why don't you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future unboxing videos. So here is Slicer. That head is a little crooked, but straighten out. Slicer, Decepticon. I mean, it's Wheeljack. We've all seen Wheeljack. He's just colored differently. As far as where his weapon would go, Slicer didn't have one on his shoulder in the... what is that? Oh. Some tape. Okay. I thought it was like something horribly cracked or something like that. Okay. Yeah, Slicer didn't have that on his shoulder in Action Master. But we can give him his weapons. Slicer is known for basically, instead of being thoughtful and creative like Wheeljack, he just wants to destroy. So he already is a shattered glass version of Wheeljack in this universe. And then, of course, we could put this guy on Wheeljack as an Exo-Suit. Lots of different ways of doing that. I'm not going to illustrate them. That'll take way too long. Transforming Wheeljack or Slicer. This folds. That folds. Where is this from? I don't think I've ever seen this gun before. That's kind of cool as a new gun. Yeah. So, quick transform Slicer here. Which is weird because, you know, Slicer was an Action Master and didn't transform. That piece of tape keeps wanting to stick around. Ho ho ho. Wheeljack's one of my favorite characters. This is one of the... This is just a great mold, because it's just a simple Wheeljack mold. Of course, I'm forgetting to click some stuff down. There we go. Yeah, the black plastic on this feels, I don't know how to describe it, almost cheaper than what I'm used to. And that ain't going in how, that is not going in how it should be going in. I don't know if it's mold wear. I mean, it's only been used a few times. But yeah, that does not want to go in to where it should be going in. There we go. That's plugged in now. There we go. Now that one's plugged in. All right. And there is Slicer. In the vehicle mode, he did not have in G1. So there we have Slicer, Exo-Suit, his weapons, instructions, and there we go. So there is our Shattered Glass Wheeljack, aka not Shattered Glass, Slicer. And that's what's in today's box. And if you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.